The government has replaced the Genuine Temporary Entrant (GTE) requirement for student visas with a Genuine Student (GS) requirement. This is effective for student visa applications lodged on and after March 23, 2024. This requirement does not apply to student visa applications lodged before March 23, 2024. We will continue to assess these applications against the GTE requirement. All applicants for a student visa must be a genuine applicant for entry. They must stay as a student and be able to show an understanding that studying in Australia is the primary reason of their student visa. The GS requirement is intended to include students who, after studying in Australia, develop skills Australia needs and who then go on to apply for permanent residence. To be granted a student visa, all applicants must demonstrate they satisfy the Genuine Student Criterion or the Genuine Student Dependent Criterion. In the online student visa application form, we will ask the applicant the below questions to address the GS criteria. Give details of the applicant's current circumstances. This includes ties to family, community, employment, and economic circumstances. Explain why the applicant wishes to study this course in Australia with this particular education provider. This must also explain their understanding of the requirements of the intended course and studying and living in Australia. Explain how completing the course will be of benefit to the applicant. Give details of any other relevant information the applicant would like to include. Answers must be written in English, with a maximum of 150 words per question. There is an additional question for those applicants who have previously held a student visa or those who are lodging an application in Australia from a non-student visa. Along with the responses included in the application form, the applicant must attach supporting documents to their IMI account. Generic statements unsupported by evidence are not given significant weight in the GS assessment. This means it is important to provide evidence to support a claim made by the applicant. We consider an applicant's overall personal circumstances when we assess whether they are a genuine student. What evidence and information to include? We encourage applicants to provide evidence or information about previous study. This includes academic transcripts showing qualifications achieved, name of the education providers, length of study, certificates of attainment, previous study in Australia. This includes a complete history of study records in Australia, reasons for change of course and/or education providers, details of information on course progress, study gaps of more than 2 months during an academic year. Any other information the applicant considers relevant to their study record in Australia. Current employment. This includes details of their current employer and company address. Period of employment. Details of position held. The name and contact details of someone who can confirm the circumstances of the declared employment. Circumstances in their home country or country of residence. This includes a complete history of study records in Australia, reasons for change of course and/or education providers, details of information on course progress, study gaps of more than 2 months during an academic year. Any other information the applicant considers relevant to their study record in Australia. Current employment. This includes details of their current employer and company address. Period of employment. Details of position held. The name and contact details of someone who can confirm the circumstances of the declared employment. Circumstances in their home country or country of residence. This includes the nature of the applicant's personal ties, e.g. example family, community, and employment. They will need to provide reasons for not studying in their home country if a similar course is available. Economy, see circumstances in home country or country of residence. This includes documents showing employment or business activities for 12 months before lodging an application. Potential employment offers including salary and other benefits after course completion. Income tax return or bank statements. If there is political and civil unrest and military service commitments in the applicant's home country that would present as a significant incentive for them to leave their home country, they must provide their reasons and supporting evidence. How we assess GS. The GS criterion focuses on the assessment of the student's intention to genuinely study in Australia. It considers factors including the applicant's circumstances, immigration history, compliance with visa conditions, and any other relevant matter. This criterion acknowledges that post-study pathways are available for those who may be eligible. Situations in their home country or country of residence. We consider reason for not studying in their home country or region if a similar course is available there, the nature of the applicant's personal ties to their home country, economic circumstances, military service commitments, political and civil unrest in their home country, potential situation in Australia, level of knowledge of the proposed course and education provider, previous study and qualifications, planned living arrangements, financial stability, value of the course to their future. We consider if the course is consistent with their current level of education and if the course will assist them to obtain employment or improve employment prospect in their home country or another country. If the course is relevant to past or proposed future employment in their home country or another country, expected salary and other benefits in their home country or another country obtained with the applicant's qualifications from the proposed course of study. Immigration history. Visa and travel history for Australia and other countries. Previous visa applications for Australia or other countries. Visa refusals or cancellations. If the applicant is a minor, we consider the intentions of the parent, legal guardian, or spouse. Any other relevant matter. Give details of any other relevant information the applicant would like to include in their application.